Good afternoon, YouTube. Here comes another quick boot video, so take a look. These are the Honey Lug Iron Rangers that I've had switched out from just the Iron Ranger 8111 to these Honey Lugs, I don't know, 4 years ago. And just as the wear goes, the oxidation, these start to get, beat up. A lot of people say, oh, those need to be resold, but they're still going strong. And so if you're worried about the aesthetics, or the not the aesthetics, the appearance, you can do a few things that will kind of reset them. So here's what I did, a little side by side. I took a little sander from Harbor Freight and I just edge sanded all over again, and then I added some of my beeswax mix that I've made and used for my other boots. So hang with me for a little bit and I'll show you how I do this. This is just a little tabletop sander that I purchased at Harbor Freight a while back, and it just keeps on going, keep on working. You can use it for different things, different applications, but in the shoe repair world, they have high-end, strong belt sanders, and a belt sander is a belt sander is a belt sander, right? Just different horsepower, RPM. So here's how I did it with mine. And as it goes, it just kind of peels that away. The one issue that you might want to be careful with is the lacing. Some are stitched pretty close. This is a pretty deep in the welt. But if you grind it too much, you might grind the lacing. So that's one thing you want to watch out for. So there's the finished product, and of course on the second time I do it, when the video's on, it comes up here and it scuffs up there. And the heel isn't perfect. The heel's kind of, they have a round puck-like sander that they can get the heel just perfect when they do it originally. But as you can see, it kind of renews the rubber, kind of scuffs it down, takes off the oxidation. It doesn't really close up the seams, but it kind of evens out everything. The next step is to apply the wax, and again it's just some beeswax with some Obanoffs, and I put a little bit of coconut oil in this just to kind of thin it down. Now, of course, it thickens up. It kind of starts to cool, even though it's blazing hot out here right now. But you can put a couple different coats on here, and then when you're done, just I'm just a paper towel here, but you can use terry cloth to buff off the excess and push in a little bit more wax. And why not throw a little bit on the toe. Keep that protected on the back stay. So there it is. That's how I redo the edges on my work boots. It really does nothing for the boot itself. Might make it last longer. You could probably get the same effect by just adding the wax on there, but it kind of edges it down. If you're concerned about looks, then it'll give it that nice clean rubber to leather to rubber type of look. If you're not careful like me, you'll scuff up the edges right there and right there. Hope you enjoyed that video. It is blazing hot out here. Of course, it's mid-August here in Arizona. If you don't feel comfortable running heavy machinery with your boots, then I'm sure you can go to a cobbler and explain to them what you want done, and they might think of like it's strange because that's not something they do just off the bat. But they have the equipment there, and I'm sure if you offered them money, they'll take your money and redo those edges and add some wax or add some sealer. They'll probably even put a polish on it. Generally, they have a brush that can kind of buff that wax into the edges. I don't have a brush that will do that at that high speed, but kind of gives you a couple ideas of what you can do. You could also add some color to that if you wanted to darken them, or if it was a black and you're putting black on. If you have the black edges, then you're taking that black off. You'll have to put it back on, and I think just simple shoe polish will work, and there's some other edging stuff that will work. So hope you enjoyed that video. Like and subscribe. Talk to you later. Adios.